Hello, everyone. It's me, Mrs. Cubbage, and today is Etiquette Class. Etiquette Class with Mrs. Cubbage is sponsored by Vibrant Souls Health and Wellness. You can find them on Instagram, and you can email them at vibrantsouls@gmail.com. Etiquette Class with Mrs. Cubbage will begin in just a moment. Yes, so thank you so much for joining me today in Etiquette Class. I wanted to focus a little bit today on the children, and is it a good thing, basically? I saw a question on the internet not too long ago asking, is it a good thing to have children learn about etiquette? The short answer is yes. The long-winded answer I will get into, but I think I will just jump right into it. For us to have a society, there must be rules because there are so many people. It's not like it's just Adam and Eve, right? There are so many people that are in this world. And for us to get along properly, there has to be a set of specific rules so that we know what to expect and what we should expect. And children, and as I'm sure those of you who know me or who have watched this broadcast before know that I'm a teacher and I teach young people. So at the preschool, I teach threes. I used to teach pre-K, so that was 4 and 5. And at the community center, I have the youngest, so I have kindergarten and first grade. And on some days, I do get the quote unquote older children, which are 3rd through 5th. So I could have a variety of age ranges in a day, honestly. And with that being said, as an adult, you need to act a certain way, therefore they will act a certain way, and you need to carry yourself in a certain way so they know how to carry themselves in a certain way. Now, of course, as a teacher, your influence is what it is in the classroom. However, but one of the things that they say to us at the preschool specifically, because it isn't a church, is that you're not only representing us and yourself while you're here in the building, but when you're out in the community. And that is something that has always stuck with me. And my parents have also spoken, words like that to me as well. You're not just representing yourself when you're out of this house, you're representing us, the family. And you should want to present yourself in a certain way. And with that being said, because as I said, my own parents taught me that at a very young age. And I believe that children should also learn this same etiquette. So I did a Google search and I found some incredible etiquette tips for kids. Now, I'm going to tell you something. These are typical things that we as adults already know. But I know that in today's day and age, the children feel like they can get away with things because we, the adults, I'm not going to say the teachers per se, but the adults in their lives don't want the children to feel bad about themselves or to feel a certain way, or they want to be friends with their children or the children. And I have to say, I am not a fan of that. Our parents, those of us at a certain age, in a certain age range and above, were raised similarly. And many of us didn't go to jail, didn't have any major issues, and our feelings aren't hurt. We might remember some of the disciplinary action that was taken against us. However, we weren't battered and bruised and abused and all of these things. But in today's standards, what did happen to those of us who came up in that time, they probably would say that we were abused, but that is not true. And I know many of my those folks in my age group, my friends, family, none of us feel poorly about the way we were raised. And it was only good for us. And children actually do want the discipline. They don't know what to do. They don't know what to do because they are not adults. They haven't been through anything other than the few years that they've been here. So we as the adults have to take on that responsibility. So I'm going to read you a few things that I found online. Again, these are simple things that you already know. It says, here are some, and this is the AI overview on etiquette for kids on google.com. Here are some etiquette tips for kids. Number 1, please and thank you. These are 2 simple but important ways to teach children good manners. And that's what I personally do like to do whenever I'm in the classroom. We, in both of our classrooms, both of the places that I work for, we use walkie-talkie to talk to people in other classrooms or try to get the attention of our bosses. And, I might need assistance with a child needing to go to the bathroom immediately, but I can't, take everybody with me. So I'll get on the walkie-talkie and I'll say, hello, this is Mrs. Cubbage. Can someone please come to my room, please and thank you for a bathroom break. And, boom, the kids see me doing that. I also make sure that they say thank you to the person who came by and took them. If I'm passing out craft materials or something like that, or they need help opening snack or whatever, if they forget to say please or thank you, Mrs. Cubbage, open this. I said, please. Is it Mrs. Cubbage, please? Yes, I will open it. Thank you. That's something nice. Now I could say something nice back to you. You're welcome, right? So that is one thing, very important. Be respectful. Children should respect others, including elders and younger people. Very, very true. Number 3, ask for permission. Children should knock on doors and ask permission before entering a room. Number 4, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, number 4, that's be a good guest. Children should follow the rules of their host, clean up after themselves, and use polite language. Number 5, apologize. Children should apologize when they make a mistake or hurt someone. And we as adults should also model that. If we made a mistake, we could say, oh, I'm so sorry, Timmy. I didn't mean for that to happen. Mrs. Cubbage is so sorry. Done. Use a napkin. Children should learn how to use a napkin at the table. Put away devices. Now, at the community center, we do not allow the young ones to have the devices. The older ones might need to do homework on their laptops or something. So we do allow for a very, very small window of time for them to do that. But other than that, no devices. We, the teachers, can use a device to maybe play music, or to, if there may be a story that we want to convey. Other than that, no devices. We're not playing games on it. Even if they're educational games, we're not doing any of that. No devices. However, this one I believe is a little more focused towards home. Children should put away their phones during dinner and family time. Write thank you notes. Children can write thank you notes to show gratitude and consideration. I still do that. If someone gives me or Mr. Cubbage something, I will take the time to write a thank you note. I know that is very old-fashioned, and in many ways, I am an old-fashioned girl, but I think that it is good manners and fine etiquette when you take the time to sit and write. Now, my handwriting is not the best, so I do apologize to those who have gotten a thank you note from me, but it definitely comes from the heart. And if you sit down and take the time to write and think of a lovely thought and just talk about how it is you felt when someone gave you something, I think that makes it even more special, because people do like to give. But if you take that extra, just that extra time, just that extra step to say thank you, and just to write a lovely little note. It doesn't have to be a long dissertation. It could just be a couple of sentences, and it is definitely appreciated. And the last thing they have here is practice good table manners. Children should not reach over the table, chew with their mouth open, or do anything else that might make guests or hosts feel uncomfortable. So I think that is a very, very, very good point. And we ourselves try not to do that, especially while children are around, right? You want to make sure that you are carrying yourself the way you feel that they should carry themselves. I certainly hope that this information helped you. Again, I got that from the AI information on google.com. I typed in etiquette for kids if you want to specifically take a look at each one of those points. And there's so many things, so many awesome websites that you can go to and just check that out. Again, thank you so much for joining me today. Make sure you like, click, share, and subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell for notifications. And make sure you check out the rest of our content here on this show. We feel like we have a great platform, and we're doing it for you. We hope that you enjoy what it is that we do, because we enjoy doing it for you. Again, thank you so much. Have an amazing day, and I will see you again really, really soon. Take care.